What's going on, everyone? Raptor Rising. Welcome to the road to 0.4. Today we're going to cover multiple topics, deep diving what you can expect in 0.4. Let's begin. Two different types of running and sprinting has been added. The first type, a tactical sprint for longer distances, and a burst sprint that is short, fast, and drains stamina quickly. It's good for getting around really fast, ducking to cover, but it'll drain your stamina a lot faster. This is what's already in the game, but the tactical sprint will let you go for longer and farther distances. Jumping is much improved in 0.4. You'll be able to get into weird spots by taking advantage of the new jumping. You can see that jumping will be affected by your weight and your movement. So here's a few examples of light landings and heavy landings, and you can see the changes of how your character is falling and what it looks like when you impact the ground. Let's take a few minutes to deep dive this and just appreciate the visuals and the new animations to really give you a sense of the weight that you're carrying when you're jumping around in Lemang. Also, you can say goodbye to bunny hopping and goodbye to shooting while jumping. Those mechanics are dead. Notice the animations. If you're injured, you kind of stammer around a little bit when you recover. So be mindful when you're running around in Lemang, jumping from place to place. There's going to be different animations that will slow your movement. So if you're trying to get the jump on somebody, that might affect you. Here we can see some jumps while standing. Sideways jumps. Jump while walking. And a backwards jump. And some better examples of when you're jumping on a slope. And finally, 86ing yourself off a high building. But additionally, while you're running around in Lemang, you can look forward to hearing different feedback from your character. Pay attention to the sounds you make when you're sprinting and your stamina based on it. Much more immersive with the audio there. There are multitudes of new weapon inspection animations that you can see brief glimpses of here. All of the new guns and most of the well-used ones have received new animations, and they're very detailed. You can tell that they're playing around with the gun, checking out all the various aspects of it. It's really good gun porn for those of you who are into that sort of thing. And if you're playing Gray Zone Warfare, let's be honest, you are into that. Oh yeah. Oh, put it in. That's hot. Great examples of the different camos in the game too, with some of these specialized weapons. Pretty damn cool. That SVD sounds beefy AF. Additionally, the sequencing for the weapon parts installation has been greatly improved. You can see here that the detail of the weapons as they're getting installed when you're doing the parts it really goes into a lot more detail, and the clarity is a lot better as you're installing things left, right, and center. Additionally, weapon modding is much improved. You can now install mods instead of dragging over. You can just left control and click and it'll install that accessory. You can also go min-max on your scopes instead of scrolling through. Sway and inertia are greatly improved as well. You can see weapon weight here affecting your sway. Going through, the audio and the ambience of the jungle is greatly improved. As we're walking through the forest, pay attention to the sounds. We'll also hear some new active headset stuff. Super crisp, sounds so good. Also, the ambience in the jungle will die out as you're in a firefight. Things will quiet down as the animals scurry away. Not physical animals, but representations of them anyway. They'll get scared of the gunfire and they'll quiet down, so that's really, really cool for immersion. While we're walking through the jungle, one thing I wanted to point out was when you complete a task, the task item rewards will now go straight into your inventory. But if your inventory is full, they will remain as messages that you can claim later. There'll also be new keyboard shortcuts for opening up the messenger and dropping items, which should be very handy. Ammo will now show the lowest level of armor that it cannot penetrate, which should help your understanding of what you can take out in the field to be successful. There's also going to be added information about items, such as their durability, compatibility, and their armor levels. In this clip, you'll hear active headsets and how they're greatly improved. I'll be quiet so you can hear that. In addition to the better sounds overall in the world, your character is also going to make different sounds based on injury, so there'll be feedback in that way as well. Here you have a lung injury, and you can hear how your wheezing, broken bones will sound different as well. Coinciding with that, the health status indicator is going to give you better visual feedback of injury and severity. New medical items will make an appearance in Gray Zone Warfare 0.4. This one stops your bleeding instantly. That will be very valuable. Now let's do a deep dive on hit feedback. Here are hits on helmets, and you can see how they react. Organ injury and bleed out. And as we're going through these clips, pay close attention to the new voiceovers that the AI have. They've all been revoiced and they're significantly enhanced, as well as to the gunshots, distance, and echoing. Shots to the limbs and breaking bones. And shots to extremities. Faction mates now appear on your compass. Pay attention to the top center of the screen. You can see the blue symbol moving around. There's also more clarity in the UI for healing your team. Pay close attention to the UI as you're going through the different healing states. Again, the wheezing sound and all of the different indicators of different types of injuries are present here. Alright, that's going to be it for this deep dive of 0.4. I'm going to leave you guys with some badass shotgun gameplay. as we clear YBL and the starter village, showing off how good these new shotguns are. Check it out. Pay close attention as we're clearing out these areas to the different sounds of the weapons echoing indoors and outdoors. Really great immersion. Hope you guys all really enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. Help me beat the YouTube algorithm. Hope you guys are really looking forward to 0.4. This is going to be an awesome one. Raptor out.